Open the Quilt in the Hoop app, then tap Quilts. You'll see the Mystery Quilt and Copy of Mystery Quilt. Tap the Copy button, tap OK to enter copy mode, and then the Copy of Mystery Quilt. The copy appears on the quilt editing screen. It's called Copy of Mystery Quilt. Of course, you could just use the same quilt for each phase of the sew-along, but I'm keeping all the versions until the final layout. Let's change the name of this one to Mystery Quilt Step 3. Tap Edit if it's not highlighted. Tap Block 2-4. Scroll through the basic blocks in the block editor and select Block 21. Tap My Collections. I'm using a collection named Mystery Quilt that contains just the fabrics I'm using for this project. Tap that collection. After viewing my light fabric in previous videos, I have added a better photo. Tap the first piece. Tap the light fabric. Tap pieces 2 and 4 and tap the medium fabric. Tap piece 3 and tap the dark fabric. Tap Done. Tap Rotate, then tap the new block. Tap Copy, then tap the new block. Check the Paste block to make sure you have the correct block. Tap 4-3, 3-1, and 1-2 to copy the block 4 times into the quilt. Check to make sure the small block size is selected. Tap Preview to see your progress. Tap Done. Tap Save. I now have 3 versions of the Mystery Quilt. It's not really necessary to keep all the versions, but this way you can see the changes made with each additional block. Tap the latest version to return to the quilt editing page. Tap Sew, then the new block. Send the file to your machine or another storage device. Here are the pieces for these blocks. Now let's create this new block. Hoop your stabilizer. Check the display screen to make sure the size is 4.5 by 4.5. Stitch the first color to create the map. I printed the map and wrote the fabric colors in each of the sections. Place the first fabric, the light, right side up over section 1, covering the stitching lines of the map. Stitch the positioning line. Place fabric 2, right side up over the next section to make sure of the orientation. Flip the fabric over with the wrong side up over the positioning line. Stitch, open the fabric, and press the seam. You may want to reposition your hoop for easier access. Stitch the next positioning line. Trim the excess fabric about 1/4 inch from the stitching. Place the next fabric wrong side down. This piece is exactly the right size without any extra width for wiggle room. Sometimes you'll want to use a fabric like this with the minimum amount of seam allowance. Adjust this fabric with the edge no more than 1/4 of an inch from the positioning line. Stitch in place. Open and press. Stitch the next positioning line. Add the last fabric wrong side up and stitch in place. Open and press. Stitch the last color with the same thread or wash away, your choice. Repeat 3 more times to create 4 blocks. Remove wash away or tear away stabilizer. Trim the block 1/4 of an inch from the stitching line. The block trims to a 5-inch square. That makes 3 out of the 4 blocks in the mystery quilt. Please share your progress, and thanks for sewing along.